Gilded Tarot, here with a review today of a new deck that I've been working with for the last little bit. The name of this deck is Yokai Yochi, and it is created by buboplague. It is a 78 card deck based upon the traditional Rider-Waite system of tarot. It is a deck that is created from Japanese folklore of ghosts and just traditional folklore. It is was drawn on in sumi ink on rice paper and then scanned. So it is a monochromatic deck because of the way it was done. It reflects the traditional Japanese art style. So first packaging, we have a 2-piece box with thumb cutouts, easy enough to get into. I'll take the deck out of the package and you can see the inside of the box. Okay, I'm gonna put that aside. Soft touch matte lamination for that. The deck itself. The deck itself is, here's the backs. It has gold gilding on the sides. You can see the monochromatic color scheme of it. And let me see if I can get it close enough so you can see the texture of the card. There we go. It's got that linen cardstock texture. Which means that it shuffles beautifully. So I'm gonna just put in a riffle shuffle here. I could shuffle this deck all day long. That is gorgeous. Let's see. Guidebook. Here's the guidebook. It's a little white book, but it is not really done in their traditional kind of little white book style. It gives you some information really quickly about the deck and what yokai are and their nature. And then instead of meanings here for the cards, it tells you which yokai are in the cards and sometimes a little bit about them. So no meanings or definitions here in this card or here in this guidebook. I have been reading with this and I have really been enjoying it. I don't know. I think half the reason I enjoy it is the shuffle. It is just so delightful. The gilding you can see is already starting to chip a little bit because I have been using this deck so much, but not badly. And because I am a riffle shuffler. I just love that experience, that sound. It sounds great. It just shuffles super easy, super nice. So I have found myself just sitting here wanting to shuffle and play with this deck. The aesthetics of the deck draw me to it. How did it read? It read spot on. I read with it and pulled cards, and it was able to give me good readings. So I had no issues there. level of knowledge. See now, so I've made myself a list of things I have to answer in this review to keep myself on track. But level of knowledge is one of those that, like, is this like a beginner deck? Is it a, intermediate? Is it an advanced deck? So this deck would be for anybody who already knew the meanings of the RWS system. I don't think that this is a deck for somebody who doesn't. Can you get some of it out of it? Yeah. 6 of Cups. Does that look like playful and kind of that childlike exuberance? I think it does. Queen of Swords. Court cards are hard. 7 of Swords. Can you kind of get there with it? Maybe the Star card. You're like, King, Page. Why am I coming up with all of these? So yeah, a 6 of wands. I think they call it staves in this deck. Some of this you can kind of go, okay, yeah, I kind of see it. But here, like the 4 of Swords, would I get the traditional like resting meaning out of this card? I don't know that I would, And then if I were going to go to my guidebook, would it help me? And so we go to, that's majors, cups, swords. So on 4 of Swords, it says the fruit heads on this tree will laugh with people, but wilt and fall off if they laugh too hard. So does that help me get the traditional RWS meaning out of the 4 of Swords? I don't think so. So is it interesting to understand a little bit more about the lore in the card? Yes. So some of them match better than others. So I'd say that this deck would be for anybody who loves the limited palette, who loves the monochromatic of the colors, who loves the images and the artwork style, who likes a good shuffle, but who also is already familiar enough with the RWS system that they don't need the hints in the card in order to interpret them. Otherwise, I think you'd struggle with this deck. You'd have to bring out a separate book. You wouldn't be able to get it all here. You'd have to bring out a separate book to be able to interpret the cards. So did I like the experience of this deck? Yes. Will it stay? Will it go? It will stay. This is definitely a stay. It's whimsical. It's fun. The production quality is so good that I just want to always be touching it and holding it and shuffling it. I can't even stop now while we're talking about it. I'm going to stop the camera. I'm going to put it back in order. And then I will just do a quick flip through so that you can see every card. I'll kind of bring the camera in so you can look at every card. And yeah, that is my review of the Yokai Yochi Tarot by buboplague. And the plan is to work with a different deck each week and just do this short little review. And then there will be the flip throughs at the end, and then a separate flip through that will be put up too if you just want to look at the cards. Flip through of the Yokai Yochi Tarot by buboplague. I think you'll probably hear things in the background. I wish that I had some uncopyrighted music I could play while I was flipping through that I actually liked. If you have any ideas on a place to find some uncopyrighted music to play during flip throughs that you like, that's not like very expensive. Yeah, let me know in the comments below. As I said, sometimes you really can get a good idea of the card meaning, and sometimes you cannot. So I don't get the spilled cup thing and the fives here. I mean, it's a personal thing. Where some of them you can look at and you're like, oh, I can understand the meaning. I can understand the meaning because I already know RWS. I wonder if I didn't know RWS, if I would even get there with some of these images. And then, to be honest, while I was putting this back together in order, there was a card that I kind of had to put off to the side because I wasn't sure which suit it went in. So I was like, that one I would have had to look up. Would have had to take a minute to figure it out. And if you're wondering what I'm talking about, you can look and read my full review, and I will link it in the cards, or I'll put it in the description box below, whichever I can figure out how to do. And for those who are just watching the flip through and not the full review, there's a shuffle for you on this nice linen cardstock. Can you see that? There you go. Okay, and then the guidebook. This has been Ray at Drop of Golden Tarot, wishing you a happy, healthy, and safe day. Bye-bye.